Okay, what's up, guys? Now, I watched The Walking Dead. If you didn't know, I've been watching it since the beginning, and I would say that I've never missed an episode. I've watched every single episode from the very first episode, season 1, episode 1, all the way to season 7, episode 1. I will have to say, the most intense episode, was this previous episode of The Walking Dead, season 7, episode 1. And it's one of those episodes where it's like you're counting the days of the week for the next one because you want to just see what happens next. Like, that's the thing that I just don't like about TV shows, alright? Especially, like, ones that just, they don't, it's like, because I wish, The Walking Dead was, like, one of them, like, Netflix original shows. You see all the episodes right then and there. Because, believe me, I probably would have been, I probably would watch all of the episodes within the first day. I've been at work watching them. I've been on break watching them. I've been on the bus home watching them. I've been all the way at home watching them, okay? Whole day, okay? From when I wake up to when I go back to sleep, I will be watching every single one of those episodes, okay? Especially if it was this season, all right? But man, it's just this episode, okay? Like, cause in the title, yeah, I was like, just don't. If you haven't seen it, do not watch this video. But if you've seen it, man, was those two deaths crazy? Like Glenn and Abraham, okay? Out of all, Glenn, I wasn't even expecting. But Abraham, you know what? To be honest with you guys, I was expecting Abraham's. Okay, I was because ever since the show when they had left us with that cliffhanger, I was saying Abraham for the longest. Okay, I was like, it's gonna be Abraham, all right, or even Eugene, because I thought maybe Eugene, because he probably tried to hit all of those guys with that RV. And so I was like, yeah, it could probably be Abraham or Eugene, but I was like, my final answer would be Abraham and things. So when the governor, I was like, that man dead, okay, but when Negan when he chose Abraham, I'm just thinking in my head, I knew it the whole time. Like, I knew it was gonna be him, okay. So then, but yeah, how when Abraham, when he went out, I was like, that's a true G moment. That is a true G moment. All right, nobody could have done it better than him. All right. So, anyways, yeah, I was like, it was crazy, to see him go. But I was like, still though, like, because the reason why I was saying Abraham, because he didn't have like a big part. I mean, yeah, he did have a big part of the show, but he didn't make like his, he wasn't like everybody else. He didn't have like the status of everybody else, like Rick, Carl, Daryl, Glenn, Maggie, and everything. Because they were originals, all right. They were the originals. But it's like with Abraham, I wouldn't, because he came into the show like maybe I say after they had left the prison. So that was like season 4, season 5, I think. And so I think season 4. I think he was introduced into season. Yeah, it was season 4. But I was like, yeah, it's just, I don't know much about him. I haven't, it's like I don't have a connection with him like I do everybody else and things. So when Negan had chose them, I'm like, oh, well, I mean, it's sad, but hey, we gotta move on, people. But then when he turned the bat on Glenn, that's when I was like, okay, what just happened? Like, I was sitting at my TV, I'm looking at the TV, and I'm like, no, he did not just do that. No, he did not, okay? Everybody, okay? I mean, I didn't have, like, a bad reaction like everybody else. And I don't mean, like, it was bad, like, their reaction sucked. Like, no, they had, like, they just had a bad reaction. Like, it didn't go so good for them at the end of the day. They were laying in the bed crying, okay? Me, I will admit this. Shaking all throughout that whole episode. Like, I felt my body. Like, I wanted to stop, but I couldn't stop because the episode was just way too intense. I've been waiting seemed like I've been waiting, like, for how long the show's been on. The show's been on about 6-7 years. Felt like I was waiting that long for that one episode. Just that one episode to see who got killed, okay? So I was like, dang. But Abraham, I thought it was done. Then he got it on Glenn. I'm like, okay, too much. I didn't need to see all that. Did not. at all. Like, I just wish I just had like a temporarily like blackout moment, so I wouldn't have just seen that, because I was just all like. But then I probably would have rewinded and would have watched it anyway. So eventually I would have had no choice but to watch it, okay? Because I couldn't just play that off that whole, just for the remainder of the show. I was like, oh, Glenn's going to pop out somewhere. He just hasn't had his camera time. And then just, but eventually I had to face it. I had to face the fact that Glenn will no longer be on that show. So it's like, now that he's not on there, it leaves you questioning, like, because the thing is, I read that online, I've read on Wikipedia that Glenn does die, so I kind of did know that his death was gonna happen, all right, but I just didn't want to believe it, I was just like, oh, they're not, because there are some characters, in the show that would, that was still alive, and then there were some characters that would die eventually in the comic books, but they changed it. I'm like, okay, so I'm like, yeah, this is very different. So I thought that was going to be the same way with Glenn, but no, he died the same way he died in the comics. A bat to the head. And I'm like, really? Like, they just had to just stick with that one part. They just had to. So I'm like, dang, come on, man. Like, no, they could have left that out. I hope Rick is hallucinating. I hope he is. I hope it was just, hope Negan killed one of his own men. I hope he's just that crazy and things. So, but anyways, then after that, after those two very dramatic deaths, then when Negan was just toying with Rick, though. Like, I have to admit that, like, even though he was just so, like, he's trying to make himself seem like he's the good guy, I'm like, the way he's acting, like, no. Because it's like, your group, yeah, you might be trying to make it out that you're the good guy, but the way your group acts, I don't want to believe it at all that he's a good guy. People might say, oh, he is a good guy, but they killed his men first. Do you see how his men are, though? Do you see them? Okay? Let me just point this out. I don't know if many people had seen this in the episode, but let me just point this out. They took pictures. They had a camera. They were taking pictures of Glenn's bashed up head. Does those seem like good guys to you? Let me just answer that question. Does that seem like good guys to you? Because you just take a picture. You just clicked a picture of a man's bashed up head. That don't seem like a good guy to me, okay? I wouldn't want my friends to be like that. That would scare me. Like, I'm just like, nah, that ain't cool at all right? Rick, he might have done some crazy things, but not crazy things like that. Like, he's just defending his people. It's just like Negan people attacking him. Like, he had no choice, okay? He had no choice at all. He had to, all right? They living like savages like that. He has no choice, all right? So it's like Rick had to do what he had to do, okay? But then when Negan, I say that was gonna, if Negan would have had Rick go through with that, I was like Negan, he must have, I don't know. He must, because I feel like with Negan, he might have lost some people. And he's just, he's at this point showing like no mercy for anybody he comes across. It's like, you follow him or you're dead. I feel like that's his thing, all right? Because chances are Negan probably killed 100, maybe even 1,000 more people before Rick, and or not Rick, but Glenn and Abraham and stuff. So it's like, and he showed no mercy for them at all. So it's like, I feel like, when he was getting ready to have Rick cut off Carl's arm, I was like, okay, now there's a point where you do act like a savage, but that's just torture at that point. Like, torturing the guy because he did, what he had to do. Like, putting just Negan in Rick's shoes, what would you have done? Okay, I'm not gonna just sit there and let myself die. If I have a weapon, okay, I'm going to use that weapon on anybody that's trying to use a weapon on me, okay? It's survival. It's just, that's just how it is and things. And so it's like that, having the man work for you, I'm like, nah, I had no choice, because it's like, look, I'm in a tight situation right there. So it's like, but if I had to say, Rick's gonna have to kill Negan. He's gonna have to, okay? I felt, because it's like, a lot of people are saying that Maggie's gonna do it, but I'm like, Maggie seems like she's in a bad situation. But somebody's gonna have to, Rick out of all people, okay? Out of that whole lineup, it has to be Rick. It has to be. Like, Daryl, I don't know. It had to depend. I need to see, what happens further on in this season and things to, see what they're going to, because they locked Daryl up in that car and then took off with him and things. So yeah, it's I will have to see further on in this season what they plan on doing and things. But yeah, what else? Yeah, Rick. He's gonna have to take Negan out. All right, he has no choice but to on that situation. All right, and I feel like that's what this Ezekiel guy comes in. You know, he might because the man has a full blown. I can't wait because they said next episode is gonna be about Ezekiel. I'm like, how in the world did you pull a Far Cry 3, 4 about? No, because they introduced the tigers in 3. 4, I think you was able to. No, I think it was Primal. How did you pull a Far Cry Primal, and you have a tiger sitting right next to you like it's nothing. Like you just sitting there and just saw like, oh, yeah, that's my pet tiger. That's Ezekiel Jr. It's like you touch him, you might end up dying. Like that I was like, man, that I don't know about that one. Like that's scary. Like to be like somebody would have asked me, what group would you rather be in? Ezekiel's group, Rick's group, or Negan's group? See, because the thing is with Negan, I don't want to be in his group. Okay, I probably would have left. All right, his group is like there's some weird peoples. Okay, there's some weird peoples. All right. Then Rick's group, I wouldn't mind being with Rick's group. Seems like eventually I probably would have died by something in his group and things. Because it seems like that happens a lot. Like you need, I don't know, like I feel like you need like a VIP membership, all right, to survive in Rick's group. Like you have a limited days. If you don't have no VIP membership, you're gonna die. Okay, like look at all the people that's been in Rick's group, all the way from like season 1 to this season, or to last season at least, or the last episode. The very, very last episode of The Walking Dead and things. Season 7, episode 1. It's like you don't have the VIP. Like, I feel like Abraham and Glenn, they were stalling. They were like, well, I'm gonna get it, and they was just like, look, you don't get it, that's it, you done. And it's just like they had no choice. They had to. They was like, we in a tight spot. I ain't got no choice. But anyways, yeah, it's like. Then Ezekiel, his because they were showing the sneak preview on the Talking Dead, and it looked like he's running like a good place. It's like there ain't no problems. Like it's good to see that people, they keep hope alive in a situation like that and stuff. So it's like it's good to see that, but it's like you have that part, where it looks all nice and dandy and lovely, like. But how is the training? How is the combat? That's what I would like to know, because I didn't read the comics, so I don't know all of that much about Ezekiel. But I'm just going based off the shows the shows and the episodes, and I'm like, okay, how is it with Ezekiel? How's the combat? How's the training? How are you guys? Can you do that? I just want to know if you guys can do that at least, because if not. If you guys are like how Alexandria was when Rick's group arrived there and y'all don't know nothing, I'm like, okay, yeah, I'm like, you know what, you guys, we've been through this road before. Don't want to go through it again. I'm like, you guys, hopefully, because it seems like now it's just, it's only Morgan and Carol is there and stuff. So, it's okay. And then also, what's that one girl's name? Because her brother plays he played in that 70s show, the Masterson, like Alana Masterson, I think is her real name, but I can't think of her character's name. Because they showed in the previews, it looked like she's by herself. So what I had thought, because it looks like that they went back to the Alexandria and things, but I thought she might have like made a run for it, like they attacked, Negan's group attacked that place, and then was just going to kill him by there, and then she made a run for it and left. And so I'm like, I wonder, because it looked like she's out in the woods or something. So I'm like, I wonder what her situation is. But anyways, okay, enough about talking about the show. I can't wait, okay, for next episode, all right? So I can so I can get back in that shaking mood, all right? Just shaking. Like you guys should have seen me, okay? I was just like this. Like I was just like shaking like that, and I'm like, why am I shaking? I got like halfway through the shakes. I'm like, why am I shaking? Stop it! All right, you need to stop right now. I couldn't. Too late. I was too far gone into that episode and things. But anyways, yeah, it was like everybody was talking about that. Like I was like, man, there is just everybody. There was like I was watching YouTubers cry. Like there's this Facebook group that I'm in called the Reactors League, and there was this one girl I was watching. She was she had like her hand up. It was like graphic. It was she was crying. I was like, dang, it is rough right now for these people, man. But like me, I was like, yeah, it's sad though. But I'm like, dang, I was like, man, it ain't that serious. Like, bro didn't really die. Like, Glenn and Abraham didn't really die. They alive and well. Like, they cool. Like, you could probably see them ever in some cafe in Los Angeles or something. I don't know. But anyways, yeah, I can't wait for the rest of this season to fall out and things of The Walking Dead. I can't wait to see what goes down. But anyways, thank you for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. And if you're new, please like and subscribe. And yeah, if you haven't watched The Walking Dead, you need to. All right, like if you watched this whole video and you didn't even know who I was talking about, you need stop it. Netflix, create you an account. 30 days free, the free 30 days if they still do that. I don't know. But if you are a member, all right, if you are a member in the things of Netflix, Walking Dead, season 1, episode 1. Then proceed on from there, okay? And if you get all caught up, season 7, start from that point on. Don't watch anything else, okay? You watch reality TV shows. If you like going on long walks on the park or the beach, wherever, stop doing all of that, okay? If you're playing the Walking Dead video game, don't even do that. Watch The Walking Dead, okay? Like me, I can't do anything else in The Walking Dead. Walking Dead hour from 9 to 10. Can't do anything, okay? Well, from 9 to 10:01 or 10:06, because it seemed like they like to add a few extra minutes to the show. I like that. Don't take that away. Please don't. But, yeah, I can't do anything else. My friends that don't watch it, they'll like, you know, I'm just saying, if this does ever happen, they'll send me a message saying, hey, let's play Destiny or my favorite video game of all time, The Division. I will tell them no. Even though I like those games a lot, not after, before, but not during. Not from that hour of 9 to 10. Can't do it. I'm on lockdown at that point. I am closed off to The Walking Dead. So, sorry. But, yeah. Like, I don't do anything, okay? Maybe commercial breaks. I'll try to upload a video during commercial breaks. Like, but when the show goes back on, close laptop, zoned in, okay? So that's my thing with The Walking Dead. So I don't know, there might be others, they were like, oh, I can do other stuff and things. Like me, no. Like one of my coworkers at work, they were saying that they religiously watch The Walking Dead. So I'm like, that's me, okay? It's just like you can't do anything else. Me, at least I can. Maybe others, like you can do that type of stuff, but me, I'm like, I can't. So I gotta sit there and watch it. But anyways, thank you guys for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. And if you are new, please like and subscribe. And peace.